Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining today's webinar. I'm Ahmed, founder of BaitSync. I'm going to walk you through how to connect BaitSync with Claude and ChatGPT and how to run your own ads with AI. So let's get started. This would be hand-on workshop. We're gonna have walk through real accounts, how we are creating campaigns, how we are launching those campaigns, how we are even auditing Google Tag Manager and Google Analytics for it. So yeah, this is our today's agenda. We're gonna walk you through just a quick intro. What is Claude and the ChatGPT MCP? Just in case you're not aware what is even MCP, we're gonna connect your ads safely with AI. How do you actually ensure your ads are connected with a reliable third-party connectors with Claude or ChatGPT or any large language model chat you prefer? And then we're gonna go through launching your own ads on Google Ads, Meta Ads. We can do many channels, but due to the time limit, we will just focus today on more Google and Meta Ads. However, BaitSync support LinkedIn ads, TikTok ads, X ads, and any literally any platform that support advertising. And then we're gonna analyze your ads. We're gonna launch your first campaigns, and then audit your Google Tag Manager and Google Analytics, and this would be mind-blowing thing too. And then we're gonna have some time for a QA and any question. And we would have a very cool surprise for each of you. So stay tuned. So yeah, let's get started. And hi everyone again. So to dive into first thing, what is MCP? So you may have heard a lot of ways of like explanation of MCP, but I'm assuming it's your first time hearing about the MCP connectors. So let's yeah, let me try to let me try to remove my mic. Maybe can you hear me now? Is it better? What about now? It should be fine, but let me check my setting quickly. Yeah, it should be okay. So, sorry if anyone didn't hear me. So starting, what is MCP and how do you actually differentiate an MCP with just an ad connector? So an MCP is simply an aggregator of different APIs, different channels that you can use within any platform like ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, or any platform you would need. Without an MCP, it used to be a headache. Like you needed to have several API connections. You may have different connections, one for Google Ads, one for Meta Ads, one for LinkedIn Ads, and it take a lot of time. But the problem is it requires a lot of maintenance, and majority of them are actually read-only, which means you cannot do any action. You can analyze your ad accounts or certain channels, but you cannot take an action within it. By action, I mean you launch a campaign or edit a campaign, or you have a certain optimization plan that your AI is telling you, but you have to execute it manually. With an MCP, you can do all of these things with just one connection, for example, through BaitSync. You don't need a developer. You don't need to have a headache maintaining all of these connections. You just connect it with Claude and ChatGPT, and then boom, you have it ready. So this is just an example as well, like of how it would look like if you are just connecting ChatGPT with one connector that is related to one of channels. You will need, first of all, to have an API for this channel, and then you will need to maintain this channels and so on. However, with BaitSync, you basically just do one connection. I'm gonna walk you through it, and you will see how simply it is, and then you will be able to have an agent on top of it. So we have an agent on top of our MCP, which ensure you set up a campaign based on best practices. You don't need to have a skill to actually tell your agent to set up a search campaign without enabling display network, for example, in Google Ads, or enabling Advantage Plus on Meta Ads. So our agent has all the knowledge. So you don't need to really worry a lot when you're writing a prompt with all of these specific DPC stuff. Besides this, it also remember a lot of things about what you didn't like before, and it improve it based on the next task as well. So it has its own memory. Aside of this, you can control it. You can have it as a read only, which analyze all your data, or you can actually give it access by approval each time to execute stuff behalf of you. So let's get started to the fun part on how you can connect your ad accounts with Claude. Let's start with Claude. So first, you will need to go to BaitSync platform. You will need to sign up. You can start with for free, and then you can sign up with your Google account or with your email, and then you get in BaitSync. Once you're in, you will go to MCP connections. So there are several ways to use BaitSync as a tool as well. But here I'm covering more on the MCP connection part, since this is where majority of you were asking. So you will need to go to MCP, connect your Google Ads account, Meta Ads account. I will start with Google Ads. Give access to the relevant account. Do all the verification and so on. Just need to approve it quickly. All right, we are here. Okay. All right, let's go again to BaitSync. This is just Google security stuff. Now I'm gonna do the connection. You will see what access you are giving to BaitSync. Basically, this access is individual access. You are giving BaitSync based on your behalf to do this action, but we don't do this action in behalf of you. You basically request it every time if you want to change a campaign and so on. And the same if you want to do offline conversion upload, instead of all those manual Google Sheet, you can upload all your offline conversion with Google Click ID through BaitSync. So I'm allowing it. Gonna take a couple of seconds to fetch and show here. And I'm gonna have all my ad accounts connected with BaitSync. You can definitely select certain ad accounts to show up, and the same with Meta Ads and so on. And you can as well add new accounts. So if you want to add new accounts, you can do so by adding different emails as well. So this is one of the ways. And then, and you don't have any limitation. You can connect as many emails as you need. And I'm going to do the same to connect my meta ads. So we get started. So I should be redirected in a second to meta ads. So it's asking me if I want to give all access to future pages or current one. I'm just going to give access to everything. And these are the accesses I'm giving to the tool. And then that's it. There is nothing technical, nothing complicated. And BaitSync is a verified partner with Google and Meta TikTok. So the connection is pretty safe. So that's it. I did the connection. I can use BaitSync chat and do everything within BaitSync, but now let's just try to do everything within Claude. So now, assuming you have Claude account, all you'll need to do, you go to customize and then connectors. I'm just gonna disconnect BaitSync and remove it and show you how you can find it. So all you'll need to do is click add custom connect, add connect, browse connector, and then search for BaitSync. We are listed inside Claude. So you will find us. This is our official connector, and you can connect it with Claude. It's going to take a few seconds, and then gonna authorize BaitSync to connect with your account. So I'm just going to approve it. And now I have the connection, as you see here, with all tools BaitSync support. So I'm going to just always allow and always allow, but it's up to you if you want to give only access for insight, every action for execution, then you can just select need approval. I'm going just to allow all actions. So let's get started first on Google Ads. How do we set up then Google Ads? How do we start from here? I'm going to do something fun. I have this agency where we will run ads for, but it doesn't have Google Ads account. So what we're going to do, we're going to say, first I'm going to make sure BaitSync connector is enabled. I'm going to say create Google Ads account based in USA. Name, let's say Trafi, and click here, and it's going to use BaitSync to create that account. So first, I go through the knowledge graph and the agentic knowledge that we have related to best practice, and then it's going to understand under which request is it. Since we hold a lot of channels, we want to ensure that your context is not heavy, so you don't burn a lot of tokens. So our agent kind of understand what is this request and then tell Claude what exactly it has to do based on our guidelines. So this is just the technicality behind it, and now it's going to just tell me to do it inside MCC. I'm giving it American New York, and I'm saying yes, go ahead, create an account. Right now, Google doesn't support you creating an ad account through our tool, except if you have an MCC. So if you don't have an MCC or manager account, you will need to do this part manually. But again, assuming majority of you already have your own ad account. So if I go to Google Ads, I will see this new ad account created. So let's go here and MCC. I have two MCCs, so I think it's created within the other MCC. And here it is. I can see my ad account is created. So I don't have any campaigns, I don't have conversion tracking, I don't have anything. So I'm gonna do everything with you. So let's say, let's set up first search campaign to target anyone interested. Um, Again, this is just a very basic prompt to show you the capability of BaitSync and what you can do with Claude and your ad account. So anyone interested in PPC services, um, focus on top 100, let's say 50 for now, just not spend a lot of time, to 50 high intent keywords. Ensure you exclude the irrelevant ones as negative. Add target country, let's say USA. Budget $100 a day. Landing page, we can give this one. UTMs, use dynamic UTM, or if you have a specific structure. And what it's going to do now, it's going to create the plan, approve the plan with me, and then execute it if I'm approving everything. So it's going to take a couple of minutes to do all these actions. It's going to go through the website, understand what services I'm offering, use Google keyword planner, and understand which keywords has high search volume and it's high intent. Besides this, it's going to then select these keywords very nicely and create the ad groups. I didn't really specify how many ad group it should create. However, the agent default understand it need to create at least 2 to 3 ad groups. However, it can select up to 100 of ad groups. It depends on the structure and needs as well, and the budget. Since the agent understand I have a very little budget, so it wouldn't go through a lot of ad groups. Besides this, it would create a dynamic UTMs. But what is very interesting, once we finish all of this, you will see how this campaign is set it, the agent set it up, and how it's actually how it knows all the best practices. For example, disabling display network or Google Partner Network. So this is kind of the benefit as well of using BaitSync instead of like a native connector with Meta, for example. Since every platform is trying to ensure you are spending the most with them, no matter if this really brings value to your business or not. But our goal as BaitSync, we are trying to understand which platform and the channel brings the biggest ROI for you. Whether you are e-commerce and you're focusing on return on ad spend, or you are B2B and focusing on lead generation and the cost per lead. So this is the benefit of it, and our agent also try to ensure you don't get tricked with all those uh, um, invaluable placement where your user or like your ICP wouldn't really convert. So this is one of the benefits. So now it's doing all the action. You definitely can select and see all the action it's doing. It's not a black box, and it's going to take a few seconds more, and then it's yeah, it shows now it's creating that copy and so on. So again, I will refresh here. So you see there is nothing created at all. We have this ad account created exactly as requested. We can also see the setting. Meanwhile, it finished all these action. If it set up the time zone and everything as requested, because this is very important as well. Layer of BaitSync, it validate and QA before Claude or ChatGPT takes any action inside your ad account. So you're not exposed to higher risk of like you want to exclude a keyword and you see it's targeted. This is the smart layer of our agent. So I see that account is created the name as a country as I asked, and then it created based on GMT uh, -4, which is New York time. So let's wait a few seconds. Meanwhile, I will see if anyone asking any question. So now it's creating the last part. You can see it's adding site links and executing now the campaigns. So all of these steps used to take like a lot of time. Like if you work with agency or your agency and your team need to execute all those actions, it used to take a lot of Google Sheets, a lot of manual stuff. So it's insanely easy now to take all those actions. And there are more than 700 daily users using and executing everything through Baiting. So let's see. So now it shows to me the kind of what is built. It's search only, partner is disabled. It used manual CPC language, and it created 3 ad group. It can create way more ad groups if you need. Then it's just telling me the gaps. I need to add my credit card since it's a new ad account. It's telling me there is no conversion tracking. This is a smart layer of the agent. It understands you don't have a conversion tracking. You need conversion tracking in order for the campaign to work properly. Also, if I ask now to create the campaign for a smart bidding, it would allow you, but it would give you heads up that it's not based on best practices. And yeah, besides this, let's first review the campaign, and then we can do a conversion tracking setup for this ad account. So let's see. So as you see, the ad uh, campaign is created. Let's see the setting. So you can always name it based on a specific structure if you have it like in your agency, in your brand. You also can see it didn't enable as by default. I didn't specify all of this. It didn't enable search network or display network, since this is not really a best practice, and majority of brands don't get good performance really. Like 99 of brands I worked with in the last 10 years, I never seen a brand had good performance from these networks, especially if you are running search. If you are running display separately, for sure it has a good performance too. It used manual CPC, and let's see, it used English targeting, and it used USA country as I asked for. And it used dynamic UTM as it was requested. So all of this is done literally in maybe 5 minutes. And now we can go through the ad group. We can see we have 3 ad groups. Let's go and see the keywords. It targeted search engine marketing agency, PPC agency, service, PPC company, PPC firm, SEM search engine marketing agency, and it used different type of keyword, exact phrase, and match. And the same, if I go to the other one, it used AdWord agency and so on. And this is based on basically keyword planner inside Google Ads. Since Baiting has access to it, and it can validate what is actually has more search insights, and the CPC makes sense. If we go inside every ad group and see how ads are created, so it created all the ads for us automatically. It probably would be low quality since I didn't specify anything related to the ad copy, but you can easily specify what you need, and it would make sure it create high quality. And this is also something we are upgrading in our agent by default. It would apply the best practices to have excellent quality of the ad copy. However, here you can see the ad. It was created in English, and so on. You can make it in any different language. So if you are um, in different markets, this is very easy for you. Now you can translate all your ads with one click. So this is everything inside the campaign. If we also go see keywords and negative keyword, we will see it created a negative keywords up to 71 without me specifying those keywords. For sure, it can extend it more, it can add it as a count list and so on. You can do the same for Bmax campaign, demand gen, YouTube, any type of campaign. So BaitSync support all types of the campaigns that available inside Google Ads, including shopping as well. So now let's connect our Google Tag Manager just to ensure we have it connected, and then it will take all the actions that I wanted to do. So I'm connecting Google Analytics 4, allowing the connection. And the same I'm going to do now with Google Tag Manager. I'm connecting Google Tag Manager. So I can see Google Analytics is connected. I just need to refresh. I will see now Google Tag Manager as well is connected. So I have it connected, the same as Google Analytics. What I'm going to do, I'm going to ask BaitSync create conversion tracking for leads inside Google Ads. Then go to Google Tag Manager, Traffic, property, and create all Google Ads tags and events needed to track contact form submission. I may not have a data layer. I'm just gonna let it ignore this data layer part, since data layer would require a developer, but the event itself and inside Google Analytics 4 or Tag Manager, it doesn't anymore require a developer or analyst. You can do it for sure if it's a straightforward request, not something very complicated or customized. For e-commerce, this is a straightforward. If you are tracking add to cart or purchase, or if you are B2B and tracking just form submission, BaitSync can do it for you. But if you are tracking more than this, and it can be a bit complicated, then you need to validate if BaitSync can do it for you, or you would need a senior analyst to do it. So let's give it a few seconds, and meanwhile I will see just if any messages or anything. So perfect. I see you can hear me well now. That's good. Once we are done with this part, we're going to go through meta ads. So you see it as well in practice how you can do it with meta ads. By the way, if you are in the industry long and you have been involved with analysts, you probably understand the amount of work these tasks inside Google Tag Manager and J4 it takes, and it's insanely quick now. So you would definitely appreciate how easy and simple and quick you can do all of these actions. So let's wait few minutes. Meanwhile, I do all of this. I can actually create another thing meanwhile in parallel, since you can have different chats in the same time. So I have my meta ads, this one, that's for BaitSync. I'm going to create also an ad with you inside meta ads. Meanwhile, the conversion tracking is done. So I'm going to say go to paid sync meta ads ad account. Let's create campaign targeting users who are looking for ways to connect their ad accounts with Claude or ChatGPT. And I'm gonna specify our value proposition. We allow users not just analyzing data, but taking action and executing it. By the way, we're gonna do also the data analysis and so on. This is the simple part. So I wanted to start with something more impressive, and then we can do all of this analysis on a real ad account with actual spend. So landing page, I'm gonna say pacing.ai, UTM, use dynamic, one image. So you can drop Google Drive or any type of like link with the images where you are sorting it. I'm gonna just provide these images in Google Drive. I just realized I didn't upload it anywhere. So I'm gonna upload it in Google Drive. Okay. And what is cool actually with the creative too, it you would be able to select different size of creative for a story or for in feed in Facebook or Instagram. So this is a very cool as well. You don't need to do this manually anymore. All right. So here I'm going through. I found it. Good. So I'm uploading the images. Meanwhile, let's see. So it created to me the contact form submission, phone call leads. This is related to conversion tracking. Meanwhile, Google Drive is uploading my images. All right. And then let's see. Google Tag Manager. So it's telling me it just says the container is empty. Okay, good. Try to create the event inside Google Tag Manager. Ignore if we don't update here for now. Just to show to you how it looks like. Now I have the link of images. I'm just going to share it with Claude in this chat. I will say images are here. Create 2 ads for each variant and ensure each ad you use the right placement for the image. I just wrote very generic prompt, and now I'm letting it do its action. Meanwhile, let's see the so okay, it's telling me just telling me I will need the data layer and so on, and hits up. So I'm giving it approval. Meanwhile, let's go see the conversion tracking inside um, PageSync, add account. Okay. Da-da-da. So view all conversion. I see the contact form submission is created and the phone call is created. Now I will just give access to my Google Drive. Okay, I just need to give myself access and block to his access. And then since I don't have the right access to publish as well for this container, so I'm going to give myself publish access. Meanwhile, we can see the actions is done for Meta Ads to launch it. So yeah, I see. I didn't have the right access. Now I will just reconnect my tag manager again since I got the right access to publish everything. So you can see now I can do this action. It didn't appear before. And I will tell go ahead. I have the publish access. Now also in Meta, it's creating, so I have two tasks happening in parallel. It's more impressive as well if you use Claude Code or Claude Cowork. You can schedule tasks, you can get Slack notification, you can interact with BaitSync inside Slack as well. And every action we are doing here, you can do it as well inside BaitSync. You can create your own brand as well, like let's say bmw.com, BMW, and then you can connect the right ad account. If you're an agency, you can select which ad account belongs to this client, and then you can have a report. You share this report with your client. You can customize this report as well if it's e-commerce, B2B, or whatever. And this is just an example of how it would look like. And the creatives, CTR, what is performing, what is not performing, the account health check. You can as well connect a lot of platforms together in the same time. You can select and generate either manually or generated with AI more information about your brand. So BaitSync agent is more smarter with the execution. You can select the conversion tracking that you want the agent to prioritize instead of relying on all the conversion tracking that you have inside the ad account, since sometimes it's very messy and you have a lot of primary conversion or secondary one that is not really important. So it would be confusing for the agent. So this is where you can select which one is more important to you. And you can also select what is more like a guardrail or danger zone for the agent. And you can connect with Claude or ChatGPT and do all the action inside, build your own skills. Even if you are more advanced, you can you can have all your brands here. You see the performance. And if you are more advanced, you can build your agent on cloud as well 24/7. But this is, if you are new to all of this, I would suggest to leave this as a last layer. So now let's see the conversion tracking and tag manager. So it's created, it's just telling me not to publish since I don't have the data layer, the right one yet. This is how it looks like. My Google Tag Manager before. Let's refresh and see how it would look like now. So it created all the events, created conversion, Google Ads conversion tracking. It pulled by itself the conversion tracking ID. So if I go inside and click on manage, uses Google Tag Manager, you can see it used the right conversion label and conversion ID as its insight. I didn't need to do any of these actions. It created the event for me. It created even the trigger. I just need to have the right data layer for it to fire. And it created all the other things for conversion linking, linker for retargeting, and so on. It can publish for me. However, it just told me it's not published because of the data layer. So the agent is smart. It has a guardrail and everything is near your approval. I will just tell it undo all the changes you have done in Google Tag Manager. It can do the same things inside Google Analytics 4 and create for you custom events, custom. It can audit your Google Analytics 4 and so on. So now it would undo everything, and yeah. Meanwhile, Meta now is creating my campaign. Let me see if any question or anything. Okay, good. Everyone can hear me. I see the comments. Hi again, everyone. Excited to have you here. So it's telling me all reverted inside Google Tag Manager. Let's refresh and see. So nothing is done. Everything looks as it was before. So all is undone as I asked for. We can do anything. I also have this J4 broken property, which I thought we can go through it. However, seems we may be over the webinar time. So let's first close with meta ads, and then we can have time for QA or anything. Yeah, you also, if you need to just register, again, all you need to do, go to batesin.ai, and you can use the free plan. However, if you are a brand, you need more tasks, you can choose whichever amount of task fits your needs. We don't charge per API calls, it's per completed task, successful tasks that you are able to execute with our agent. And if you're a team, you can share the same workspace together and work together and have all the agents working together. Or you can also be individual. So as a team, you are able to select who has access to what. I'm going to show it to you. And if you are bigger than all these plans and you need something more custom or help to build your own agent, you can get in touch with us or with me directly, and we will be happy to help you. So if you are on a team plan, you can, this is for team plans, you can go to settings and team, and you can select how many tasks you want to give to certain user. You can select if you want them to be viewer only, editor, or admin. And you can select if you want to give access to them to all brands or no brands at all, or specific brands. So you can select all of this as an admin. So you have control over everything. So let's now see if it's creating the ads. I will just refresh the campaign. So I see it created the campaign. However, I believe it's still ongoing. So I will wait till the end so I'm able to show you the entire campaign end to end. And by the way, since there are a lot of talks about MCBs and if they are verified, if they are safe. So we are operating for more than 7 months. We have, as I mentioned, like 100 of users using us daily, and agencies and huge brands as well. None of them faced any issue when it comes to restriction or their ad account being blocked. So this is due to one reason only. We are verified partner with Google and Meta and TikTok and all the rest of channels. Your data is safe. You own your data. If you delete your ad account, the data is gone after 30 days. And you own all the data. We don't own anything. So this is important part, so you understand as well whenever you connect with a third party, if there is any risk or anything. And you have to validate yourself as well. So I see it's done. The campaign is just telling me specifying the market. Again, I'm just saying US only. I then specify the budget. So I'm saying the budget, I would say, focus on sales. I have an issue with the conversion tracking, so it may actually flag it for me as well and tell me there is a problem with the conversion tracking, which we need to fix. So now just specify the audience as well, which one is more closer to me, to my target audience. And now it's just telling me which target audience it's using. Now it's creating the ad copy. Again, I can do ad copy in multi-language. So I can do it in Arabic, German, Dutch, and so on. And without, again, a need to operate with massive amount of Google Sheets. So yeah. So now it's just checking everything before it confirm it's created. And now it's just telling me the ads are created, it's posed, and it shows to me just a recap of what was done. Uh, uh, and then just sharing with me heads up that I don't have enough conversions. So having purchase a goal, yeah, it need more purchase, and it tell me based on all the agent knowledge and best practice. And it tells me that the visuals, it didn't inspect, it just used the visual I provided. So let's refresh. The campaign name now is AI Ads Ops. So let's see. Oh, okay, it's not yet created. It needs confirmation. Confirm. Mhm. The creation part take way less time since it has all the data already and just need to upload it in the channel. So if you are still sticking with me, there is also a giveaway you can participate in. For every user who would sign up, they would have a chance to get 1 year free access for paid sync for free. We are giving 3 users a giveaway after this webinar. So all is done. I'm gonna go with the recommendation. Again, if you have a specific workflow that you prefer, you can go through it. So it's building. And you can do the same actions, by the way, inside ChatGPT. So you're not limited with the ChatGPT. You can connect with any platforms that support either MCP or API connection. Um, and you can do the same action within LinkedIn ads, TikTok ads, Snapchat ads, Reddit, Pinterest, X ads, and you can connect your search console as well, Merchant Center, Bing ads, and ChatGPT ads as well. So it's not limited to Meta and Google ads. So it's confirming. Okay. So it created the campaign still, not the rest of ad sets, since it didn't confirm here yet. So let's wait till the end so I'm able to show you everything in depth. And meanwhile, if you have any questions, please drop it in chat so I'm able to cover it, since we will have less than 10 minutes to cover all your questions so you can enjoy your weekend. And or if you are in a different time zone, then you can continue your rest of the day. So as you see, everything is live, it's just verifying. Now it verified everything, so all is done. And it would also give me heads up if anything was done not the right way. So, okay, it also shares me a review in case I want to see it on phone, how it looks on phone or desktop and so on. Meanwhile, it finished all of this. Let's see actually how the campaign is looking. I will refresh and let's see what it did. So this is a campaign. It created one ad set with two variants. Let's see the setting and how the ad is looking too. So the setting, it used $100 as requested. It used the right objective, which is sales. And then it named the campaign, and then used maximize number of conversions, the right page and everything. And now it used the target audience, detailed targeting based on who is more relevant to convert. Yeah, it used as well the target country, which is United States. This is very important since a lot of connectors can even connect, but because of this agentic layer and knowledge we have and we train the agent for, it ensure all the part or execution is done exactly as a specialist would do it manually. And now it created two ads, A and B testing, A/B testing basically, and we can see the preview. So it created it for story, since this is like a version for a story, and then another one as well here. So it created both of them as requested. I just, yeah, the preview. Showing on feed as well. I have provided the link in Google Drive. So now I see just the Google Drive one past only the story size. So I wanted to do the feed one as well. And it flagged it to me as well. It told me there is an error and it cannot do it. So nothing is unexpected. And I can see here as well, it uploaded, but there is somehow, yeah, I need to do some authentication so I can, with my email, so I can see it. However, yeah, maybe I would do it afterwards. However, I can see the ads here as well. Um, and yeah, so everything is created more or less as expected in terms of audience targeting and the right placement, the right image size as well. The only thing that I need to kind of provide the right link for the rest of placements, so it can pass it. Otherwise, it would crop this image. And that's all, I believe. No more questions or anything. Let's see. So we covered, this is just a recap. We covered what is MCP. We covered how to connect your ads with ChatGPT and Claude. Not ChatGPT, but the same concept, mainly with Claude. But it works the same way exactly with ChatGPT. Launching your campaign across Google and Meta ads, you can do the same thing within the rest of channels as well. However, due to the time limit, we cannot do it with all the channels. But it can be in another webinar, analyzing your ads and auditing and set up Google Tag Manager and J4. We didn't really analyze a lot of ads. We can do it as well, but yeah, we just can do a quick test for you, which is use Basic over Google Ad accounts, share the high-level insights on performance for the last 90 days and create a nice dashboard that I can show to stakeholders. This is just example again, and it's going to do the same thing. Yes, it can. It can. So the question, I have a question: does Batesing detect Google Tag Manager tracking error and show when something isn't firing correctly? Yes, it can. You have, if you wanted to be more proactive, you would need to either schedule your own agent, which review and audit your conversion tracking regularly. Or if you want to do it one time, you can just go to Claude and ask this question, or inside Batesing. One of the users also, I know the using, many of the users actually using schedule task, and they are letting Batesing on a weekly basis or daily basis, reviewing their conversion tracking and if there is any error. So this is one of the interesting use cases for it. But yeah, if any more question, we got a couple of minutes, so please ask. Meanwhile, yeah, it's using an old ad account, so we don't have a lot of data on it. So this should be way faster than if you have a heavier ad account. So it's listing already the conversion tracking issue since I have yeah, my pixels are not working right now in this ad account. So it would trigger it for me as well. That before I enable again the ads, I need to fix the conversion. Meanwhile, yeah, you can scan here and you will be redirected to a chance for 1 year free access to BaitSync. I will share the screen once the analysis is done, so you are able to see it as well. Mhm. So the dashboard is ready. It created all the analysis. I'm gonna show to you how it looks like. So it shared with me that majority of my impression coming from Mengen on YouTube, and this is where majority of the budget. It shares with me where is my competitors, keywords are performing good, and then it created this dashboard. Again, it can create a better dashboard via your brand guideline and style. And yeah, it just showed to me I only run 6 days ads in the 90 days. So when I look at the number, I understand these are for 6 days only. And any other analysis you can do as well can structure the way peer your preference and so on. So yeah, it's coming to an end. Again, thank you for joining. Lovely having all of you here. And yeah, I have other few questions. One is related to, yeah, I can stay a couple of minutes just to cover it. One related to Google Ads verification. So we are Google Ads partners. So if you even connect your Google Ads account, you will see it's fully verified. So this is give you a lot of more like assurance that we are following all Google Ads compliance. Regarding as well, the same for Meta. So if you are curious, we are Meta Tech partner. But yeah, the other question is how tasks are being defined. So yeah, each task is more beer completed successful task that is done. So creating an ad group is one task. Creating a campaign is one task. So the task is defined by a set of tasks together. So we don't calculate every task if you are just excluding one keyword. But if you are excluding 50 keywords or 100 keywords, those can be 2 to 3 tasks. So we are, yeah, we are not charging you per API call. We are also not charging you per majority of the agent knowledge, since this is like, yeah, this layer run a lot and you may run out of credit if we charge you based on the agent layer knowledge and so on. Yeah, what else? I have two more questions related to LinkedIn ads. We are LinkedIn ads partner as well. So yes, you can do the same action within LinkedIn ads and TikTok and many more channels. For Search Console, no, you cannot. So the question is like, can I do any action within Search Console? No. With Search Console, you are using only to analyze and review data, and it just work very nicely in case you want to know what organic themes or search queries are performing well, in case it gives the agent you use some ideas on what to exclude at what or what to include in your keywords. Um, yeah, what else? Yeah, I think that's all. In case you have any more question, you can connect with me. Again, um, scan here, you can sign up. I will be happy to help you and to share with you more information on how to utilize agentic um, workflows for paid advertising. Have a lovely Friday and weekend, everyone. See you.